Hello and welcome. Today we're very fortunate to have Professor Caroline Wang to speak to us today about effective and persuasive business speaking. Good afternoon, Professor. Thank you for taking the time to talk to our students today. I'd like to start off with a question. What are the measures of success to being an effective and persuasive business speaker?
Okay, thank you. It's a very important question. Unless we know what the measure of success are, it's hard to improve. So I would divide into two parts to answer that question. To me, effective and good business communication, we must learn to focus on two parts to continuously improve. The first part is content, and the second part is delivery. So in terms of content, I will use two adjectives to describe a really good, effective, and persuasive business communication. That is substantial and consequential. Substantial means that there must be substance, because without substance, we don't really need to communicate. So there must be substance. But the substance always need to be delivered in a way that is credible to the audience. That means we have to substantiate any claims that we make in the business communication. For example, if we say that this product is wonderful because it can do the following things, then we have to have evidence to support the claim. Or if we say the sales leader tell the sales team that we are going to achieve 200% of target this year, then that claim must be substantiated with evidence. For example, we have better product, or we have larger territories to cover, and so forth. Otherwise, the content is not credible. So the first part, the content, must be substantial. The second part about content is consequential. That means if we want the audience to do something at the end of our communication, then we must deliver a consequential communication versus an inconsequential communication. That means they won't do anything at the end. Even they like the speech, but no action will be taken. And that will be inconsequential. So consequential must be delivered in a way that we will show the audience the consequences of taking the action or not taking the action. A very simple example will be, we could say attitude is so important, which is easily understandable. However, it's more consequential if we say attitude determines altitude. That means good attitude will bring us higher in our life, and then if we have a bad attitude, it brings us down. So that is more consequential than just say something is important. If we can say something is important because it brings certain consequences. So that's what I call consequential. So I think a good, effective business communication, the content must be substantial and consequential. Now comes to the delivery, then it should be efficient and effective. Because everyone's busy. The speaker is busy, the audience are busy, and therefore we should not waste people's time. Get to the point efficiently. Use the least amount of time and least number of iteration to achieve the business communication objective. However, there are times the content of our communication may trigger doubts, controversy, or even negative emotion in the audience heart or mind. Then instead of deliver the message so efficiently, get to the point quickly, we must really consider the effect our communication will create in the audience mind, and be willing to spend more time, and even though it may sound inefficient, but spend more time to take the audience through the process that will lead to the outcome that we want to achieve, so that we create a better effect and for better acceptance. For example, if we're announcing a company restructure, instead of delivering that outcome efficiently, say I'm here to announce a company restructure, I need to take some time to explain the process that led to the outcome, so that the audience are more mentally prepared and they understand the process better, and they can receive the outcome better. So I would say the delivery must be both efficient and effective. So in summary, a persuasive and effective business communication need to take care of both the content and the delivery, and content should be substantial and consequential, and delivery needs to be efficient and effective.
Okay. Thank you very much, Professor. I have another question. How do we improve? How do we become better?
Okay, that's very important. Well, the improvement always start with our mind, not start with when we open our mouth. In fact, when we open our mouth, it's a little too late. So if we cannot think clearly in our own mind, we can never deliver it clearly. So it starts with our mind. Then how do we prepare? Is that start with our mind and answer 3 questions in the shoes or in the perspective of the audience. That is, what do I want the audience to do after this communication? And then I can prepare what should I say so that they remember what to do, and also they feel motivated to do it. So in order to be better, always start with our own mind, think clearly the answer to the following 3 questions, which is, what do I want the audience to remember, feel, and do? And once we can think clearly in our own mind, then we can do a good preparation, and then we can do a good delivery. Okay.
Thank you very much, Professor, for taking the time again. I'm sure our students will find your comments very helpful and very useful.
Takes a lot of practices.
Yes.
Sounds simple, but not necessarily easy.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so best wishes for continuous improvement through lots of practices.